Right, box number 1. Okay, so there should be 2 new products in here. I think it's the next one that's got lots of. It's from a different. The next one I'm getting is from a different supplier, so it's got lots of stuff that's not really that new, but that I just haven't been able to get. Unfortunately, things like the 3x3 and 5x5 Klotskis and the Xiangyun puzzles from Qi, which aren't really cubes, I suppose, but are like are still puzzles that I think people might be interested in. Hello, is Isaiah Castillo again? Yep. Always the first. Well, obviously I don't know whether you were actually the first, but presuming you were. Just went from 0 to 2 straight away. What's this? Oh, they've changed the Usual Little Magic Square 1 box. That's interesting. Yeah. Do I have a Usual Little Magic Square 1? No, I think they completely sold out, so I don't have an old box to compare it to. But yeah, they've changed the Usual Little Magic Square 1 box. Wonder why they did that. Okay, so, and there's another one, obviously. Right, and cheesing Qi timers. Yep, even more of those. I got 12 on Monday. I decided to order more because they're still popular, and yeah. And hello, SB Cubing. Mailong 3Ms. Yeah. I finally got more Diane Tengyun 2x2s. Finally. These things haven't been able to get hold of for quite a while. It's really been annoying. Because people do like them. I've never actually got round to trying one myself, but I guess maybe I should. Anyway, Mailong 4Ms and more Qi timers. Yep. Another Qi timer. Did I only get 5? I don't know. I don't always remember these things. From where do you get your cubes? Chinese suppliers. I don't reveal them unless they're the actual manufacturer. Which in this case, unfortunately, they're not. I'll hopefully be getting an order direct from YJ soon, but I haven't placed that order yet because it'll be the MGC Square 1, which I think the manufacturer release date is the 20th of May. So yeah, just over a week until that's released. So I'll be wanting to get them as quickly as possible, even though I don't do Square 1. Right, Thunderclaps. These are still. I mean, it's actually a really nice cube, so it's understandable that it's popular. But, yeah. I mean, in general, budget cubes are just really popular. That's why I've had to get so many of these Qi MS 3x3s. MGC 5x5s finally back in. I don't know why, like, there's so many 6x6s. The 6x6s don't seem to sell, even though, I mean, it's probably the best out of them. I mean, especially originally, when they first came out. I mean, the MGC 6x6 was definitively the best 6x6 on the market at one point. So, I don't know what's happened there. Why things like the MGC 5x5 are more popular. But then again, I suppose more people do 5x5 than 6x6. So, yes, fair enough. Okay, right. Obviously, I am staring at Gan Duos and not unboxing them yet. Let's do a slightly less interesting thing first. The QiXing S2 7x7. Yeah. Well, go and get some money somehow. If you want loads of cubes, you can get a job. You can beg your parents or friends or your other family members. Okay, so this is the QiXing S2. Yep, it feels... I mean, obviously it's non-magnetic. It's not going to feel great. It's probably going to be better on looser tensions. Yeah, should I do that? I mean, I have a feeling, in fact, it would be very interesting to compare this to the Spark in terms of the internal pieces. But that may take a while, but I mean, it is a live stream. Let's get a screwdriver and loosen the tensions of this. Firstly, so I can try it out, but secondly, so I can see whether the design is the same as the Spark. Because if it is, then fine. If it's not the same as a Spark, then there may well be a Spark V2 coming. Because why would they wait? I mean, usually the design of these is very similar. So the... Oh, that's a shame. I mean, you could offer some sort of work for friends and family, to be fair. Like, I mean, sure, you can't get an official job until you're 13, but you can do unofficial stuff. Right, let's loosen tensions by half a turn. Okay. Right, okay. So now it is faster. I think it's better on these looser tensions, but I can understand why they put it on tighter tensions, because things like this, they really do not want popping, because newer cubers do not want pops on 7x7s at all, because they're difficult to fix, although it's not as difficult on a 7x7. Right, but now I can deliberately pop a piece out, because I'm the sort of person who deliberately pops pieces out. So we have this mechanism. Now I'm going to get the Spark here and check to see whether it's the same. Ooh. Right, okay, so we do have slight... Yeah, the mechanism isn't the same. I cooked and did so much chores for my mum. Okay, well, I hope she's better now, I guess. Yeah, so it's not... It isn't the same. It's a more basic design. So I don't know whether that means that they'll make a more basic design. Let's put it in the Spark and see what happens. Okay, yeah, no, okay, it really is a different design, because you cannot interchange pieces. So, yep, that either means they've just made a really simple budget 7x7, that's not actually that bad, or they're going to make a Spark V2. So when the Spark V2 comes out, you can go right back here and tell me I was right. But who knows? I mean, it's been quite a long time since they released the Shadow V2, and you would have thought with all these things like 4x4 and 6x6, like a 5x5 is just a 4x4 where the internal pieces are external. And the same with 6x6 and 7x7. A 4x4 is just a 5x5 with the middle piece internally. So the design is actually pretty similar. So it's kind of surprising me that there's no mention of cheaty 5x5s and 7x7s coming out. Or maybe the Spark and Valk are just so good that they don't think they can make anything good. But anyway, the QiXing S2 is decent for a non-magnetic budget 7x7. Of course, there won't be any good cubers using it. No, I'm not going to try and magnetize it, I don't think. Although it would be interesting to magnetize some of these new cheap budget cubes. I wonder if anyone's done that. And I guess there's not really that much point because they're probably not going to be better. But I mean, they might be quite good. Can I borrow? Yeah, I can't really lend people money to buy cubes from my store. It's not quite how it works. There's no accountability, so how can I know that anybody's ever going to pay back? I mean, you could just run off and never hear from you again. Right, let's put this final piece back in and get back to the unboxing. So QiXing S2 is decent. Chi Warrior S, loads of these. Drop them off cliffs and they're fine. Actually, I'm not sure about that, but 10-meter points definitely. Just that doesn't extend to 4x4s that haven't been loosened. Valk Elite, still popular. Not that popular though. Chi Yuan, well no, it's Chi MS 4x4s, which are actually really nice, just big. Okay, that's interesting. Another QiXing S2, Chi Warrior S, and also the Gan 356i. I've got two of these. I'm not going to unbox them because I'm not really that interested in that sort of thing at the moment. Maybe one day I will have a look into them for myself, but for now I just feel it's worth stocking them, but I'm not really that interested at the moment. Okay, Diantengan 2x2 again. Finally getting more of these. Oh, okay, these aren't the Gan Duo, these are just Gan XS's. Obviously, that's reasonably old cube, but some people still like that and still order that. Don't know whether that's a general preference over the Gan 11M Pro or whether people just don't know about the Gan 11M Pro or like go to some old website when looking up what the best cube is. You're watching me while in online class. That's it. Well, yeah, that's the problem with online classes. You can do that sort of thing. And how can a teacher know? Just make sure you're paying some attention to your teacher. What are you learning about? Hello, SB Cubing again. Don't spam me though. Okay, so more YJ timers. Yep, keep getting loads of timers. I better not suddenly become unpopular or something. Yeah. Conquer the world. So you remember me from when I asked for a shout out? Don't know. Maybe. I don't really remember these things that much, unfortunately. Right, okay. Basketball cube. What colour should I unbox? Red, orange, or blue? Any votes in the comments? Red, orange, or blue? Which one should I unbox? Anything? What cheap timer do you recommend? Yeah, just, I mean, YJ or Chi, it doesn't really matter. Both of them are decent timers. There's not really much in it. I mean, the Qi timer is probably more durable, but so the YJ timer is obviously £1 cheaper. Okay, red. Yes, I will unbox the red one then. The rest will be available online. I'm only going to bother unboxing one of them because what's the point in unboxing both? So, the basketball cube. They've actually got a pamphlet on how to solve it as well. I mean, I presume it's just a 3x3, but weird. Oh, right. So you just have to get these things lined up. Yeah. So the original bit is to get this lined up on each side, so it's like an actual basketball. And the texture is like, does feel a bit like a basketball as well. Yeah. That is interesting. I get the feeling that it should be easier than a normal 3x3 because there are multiple solutions. But then you can... No, you can't half turn. No, you can't half turn. Okay, yeah. Best budget magnetic cube. Guess like, yeah, Aoyan. I mean, Aoyan's still pretty good at 13 on the wingy. It's 11. I mean, there's not really that much in terms of budget magnetic cubes, unfortunately. Obviously, the best cube is now the Gan, but... And Square One. Well, yeah, Yushin or Magic Square One M, which now comes in a nice bigger box, which will probably mean I'll have to use a medium-sized envelope to send them in. Yep. So basketball cube. I wonder if I can throw it in a box over there. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what happened to that. Yeah. Right. Okay. Qi Warrior S's. More of them. I did order 20 Qi Warrior S's, so presume that's what I've got. Be nice if people could buy the Mailongs instead of Qi Warrior S's, to be honest, because I've got loads and loads of them. But then I guess I'll probably end up waiting for market stalls for those. Yeah, because I thought, oh, it'll be nice, and I'll get loads of market stalls in 2020. Go and buy 480 Mailongs, and then they lock down the country. Right, more Qi timers. Qi MS Pyraminx. And, oh yes, I'm not going to bother unboxing this, but yeah, magnetic cube, they suddenly started selling. It's basically not... I mean, it comes in a cube, and you can make all sorts of other shapes with it. I mean, it's a bit different from the normal cube stuff, but like, I mean, it's fair enough. It's the sort of thing people want. Right. Okay. We've got 2 empty boxes. What does that mean? I sneaked out the Gan Duos without people noticing. Right. Gan Duo, the latest cube from Gan. So apparently it's just like the Gan 11M Pro, but without interchangeable magnets. So let's have a look at this. So I mean, what's in the accessories box? Can I get to some? Maybe, I don't know. I mean, you could just create 2 Google accounts and subscribe to yourself. It's quite simple. Okay, so it's just a tensioning tool and their pamphlet. Okay, nothing else. Right, I guess get on to the cube. I will reach 60 subscribers. Okay, go and reach 60 subscribers then. Right. So the presumption is that this is going to be a really good cube right out of the box because it's GAN and they like making really good cubes right out of the box. Yep. Yep. Precisely what I expected. Precisely. Really nice cube right out of the box. Right, okay, so I've got my weighing scales here. Let's weigh it. What is your age? I'm 18 at the moment. So, I've got my weighing scales. So, let's see whether it's 59 as GAN try and claim or 60 as everybody else claims. Oh, I think the problem is balancing it on my lap is a bit wobbly. Okay, it says 59.7 grams. Right, okay. Okay, so not sure whether they can legitimately claim it's 59 grams. In fact, I'll put it on here and zero it. If I can figure out how to do that. Okay, let's do this here. Shiny new design. I mean, it's not that different to like the Gan 11. In fact, it's the same as the Gan 11M Pro, I think. It's nothing's changed there. 59.1 grams. Yeah, so I don't know what was going on. Maybe balancing on my lap was making it inaccurate in the measurements. Right, 59.1 grams for the Gan Duo. I presume the design is the exact same, but it comes with primary internals. There's no black internal option. The Gan 11M Pro I kept came with the black internals, so it's nice to see it looking a bit different. I mean, yeah, you don't want to see my cube box collection. You really don't. I keep pretty much all cube boxes in a big box and hide it away. I just don't get rid of them. And there have been a few times where it's been vaguely useful, but yeah, I won't go into that. Yeah. Right, where's my phone? Where is it? My phone's hidden under a load of cubes, I think. Yeah. Right, let's do a solve on the Gan Duo. Okay. Right. Okay, that's quite a nice scramble. If I can figure out how to use nice scramble properly. Okay, yeah, that's really nice. .71 on my first ever solve with this timed solve with this cube. Wow. Okay. Well, that's quite promising, isn't it? Getting a 7 on my first ever solve with this cube. Right, let's do another solve. Okay, 10.596. That's a bit more normal. I don't get it. My cube collection. Yeah, I'm not sure whether it's really that sort of interesting content that people would actually watch if I showed my box collection, because yeah, it's just basically a box for every cube that's come out in the past year and more. It's like pointless. Okay, 12, that's rubbish. Okay. Seven again. So it appears that my times are just inconsistent on this cube. So if I complete the counting average of 5, the average of 5, I've got a counting 7. Right. Okay. And it ends on an NPUM. Why do you say rubbish? Because we live in the UK. So trash is an American term. Obviously, there are some Brits that have copied the Americans, but generally Brits use the term rubbish and Americans use the term trash. That's just how it is. Why the American language has changed so much from the original British or English that they copied, I don't know. But obviously, over the years, like for a long time, there wasn't that much communication. Whereas now, you can just live stream to anywhere in the world. So languages change quite a bit like that. What is the best 4x4? I mean, it's debatable. I personally would go with the Qi MS, and if you're willing to spend a bit more, the MGC 4x4. But some people definitely prefer the Meilong 4x4M, and also the Meilong 4M is 59mm, whereas a Qi MS is 62mm. Obviously, 62mm was the old standard, so like people should be able to deal with that, but a lot of people prefer the smaller size. So if you have small hands or want smaller cubes, then get the Meilong, I would suggest, or even the Zilong. How long have I been cubing? 8.5 years, a long, long time. Yeah, and apparently forcing you not to have a .oll is actually a bad idea, according to this new data set that's come out analyzing top cubers solves. They've found that forcing not having a .oll costs of like a fraction of a second off the average solve time, which is quite interesting. So I guess I should probably stop forcing .olls. RS3M versus Meilong 3M. I think most people will prefer the Meilong, the RS3M 2020. That's obviously the RS3M 2020 version. The original RS3M, which everybody seems to forget about, is not good at all. Although maybe that's why people forget about it. Okay, well, my average of 12 is currently 9.6 seconds, which, I mean, some of the solves are probably from breaking in a neutrino RS3M 2020 earlier today, but a lot of them are from this new Gan Duo. So it is definitely a very nice cube. Obviously, it is just a Gan 11M Pro without the interchangeable magnets, but it's also lighter, so it's that's going to have a minor impact, I think. Thank you for watching me on the street. I don't know what you mean by that, but right. $9.992, just sub 10. Oh, how on earth did I do that? Still get a 9 after inserting the pair into the wrong slot. Hello, 9C Shriram. Just as I finish the unboxing and loads of people start watching stuff. Well, I mean, you can go and watch it back. It's been 31 minutes, so it's quite a long live stream. So I think I will end it now. Sort out, record all this stuff. The Gan 11M Duo is already listed on my website for £36. So, yeah. And it's definitely a nice cube. So if you can't be bothered with the interchangeable magnet features and want the best Gan cube, then yeah, this is it, I guess. And obviously it is slightly lighter than the Gan 11M Pro. I don't know if that will make a difference to anyone. Okay, so unless anybody has any questions, I think it's time to finish this live stream. You can go back and watch it, and I'll probably cut out some extracts and upload them separately, although I've still got to upload the X-Man Ambition extract. Right, bye.